What happens when a captain and an architect get together to build a yacht for themselves and for their family? When contacts made over a lifetime of business and study get together to support their goals and make their dreams become a reality? What happens when superb naval architecture, robust construction techniques, and refined interior design are poured into a melting pot and mixed together with love and a passion for the sea? I'll tell you what happens. KASIF does. KASIF is actually a Turkish word that means explorer, and just looking at her exterior design, you can tell that she's meant for business. Now, the company responsible for that exterior design, Unique Design, the owner was a roommate with the owner of KASIF at university, and the company that built the yacht, Bilgin, also went on to become family friends. I met the architect partner in the couple of owners during the filming on board of the yacht, and I'm so glad that I did, because she gave me some unique insights into the design that I can't wait to pass on to you. So let's start this tour of the yacht, as is traditional, on the aft deck. And what a sensational aft deck it is. The sunbathing area is substantial here, and it's versatile too, with cushions that lift and lower to allow for maximum comfort, depending on which way you want to face. This must also be a wonderful place to dine on board. The ample table has plenty of space around it for service, and the uninterrupted sea views are a pleasure to take in. An insight into the thought that went into the interior design, though, is first seen as you pass through the sliding doors and into the main salon. This is a tribute to the owner and her collaboration with Hot Lab Design Studio. Anybody who has studied the psychology of colour will tell you that purple is strongly associated with luxury. It's often used as a royal colour, in fact. By having this tastefully appointed purple entrance, you do get a feeling that you are withdrawing from the businesslike and purposeful exterior design and moving into the luxurious and relaxing interior. Here, as with the rest of the yacht, everything is dictated by a philosophy of mellow curves. There are no sharp edges in nature, no sharp edges in the ocean, and there are no sharp edges in the interior of this yacht. And the affiliation with the ocean doesn't end there. Look closely and you'll see fish shapes seamlessly integrated into the decor. I particularly liked this swirling school of fish in the form of a relief on the forward bulkhead, and the elegant and minimal fish shapes at the entrance. Look closer and you'll see the use of fish skin as a leather surface. This is actually the pirarucu fish found in the Amazon basin. Its abundant meat makes it a staple diet in the area, and it's wonderful that the skin can be used too in such a beautiful way. To starboard, a door leads to a lobby where this magnificent piece of art by Alex Torco gives more than a hint at the owner's admiration and respect of the ocean. A marble-clad dayhead is to the right, access to the galley to the left, and straight ahead to the owner's cabin. Again, a beautifully appointed area that I'll take a moment to allow you to enjoy in peace. But here there are a few things that I really wanted to show you myself, because they highlight the lengths that the owner, the designer, the shipyard went to ensure that there's a sense to the design, something that would add to the feeling of relaxation on board. I'm going to start in the bathroom with a marble. Now this marble was laser cut to give this fluting curved effect. They didn't have to do that, but they wanted to because it gave an elegance and a continuity to the design. Moving back into the stateroom itself, you'll notice these fine dark lines in various areas that serve to accentuate the curvature of the cabinetry. Same thing here, this champagne coloured metal line on the floor that has the same effect at your feet. The owners explained to me that they wanted something aesthetically beautiful, but something also very practical. Remember, these are folk who spend a lot of time at sea and understand the challenges of the ocean. The lighting here is a great example. It has an almost industrial look to it, and it's firmly fastened to the bulkhead here. Aesthetically, it fits perfectly with the decor, but it has a practical value too. And the storage space too. You've already seen some of the wardrobe space that's here that's very impressive, but actually every last bit of space has been used where it can be used for storage, because any owner will tell you that storage space can always be an issue, even on a super yacht. The guest staterooms also follow the same design philosophy. I'm accustomed to filming yachts where 2 of the 4 staterooms always mirror the other 2. That's not the case on KASIF. Each cabin layout is different, but they all have the same design features, just employed in a different manner. And while we're on the subject of the cabins and the interior design, the owner explained to me that the family don't watch a great deal of television, but still, they did want to have TVs on board, so in each area of the yacht, the televisions are cleverly concealed, but easily accessible when you want to catch up with your favourite YouTuber. The Sky Lounge too is elegantly adorned, and here we get a strong indication of the purpose of the yacht, not just for relaxation, but also for exploration, also to be a floating home from which an owner can work and be productive, enjoying time with the family without losing track of important business interests. And the Sky Lounge leads out onto a wonderful upper aft deck. Actually, all of the bridge deck is worth exploring. I suppose in Turkish that would be kasifing. Not only is this deck used to accommodate the yacht's tender with a very sizable crane, but just look at the width of the side deck on the starboard side, leading to this beautiful shaded seating and sunbathing area. As beautiful as this is, you may think that there is nothing new here. I thought that too, until I turned the corner to go back down the port side deck and saw that the absence of a stairwell on this side of the yacht actually leaves space for a table and chairs. I'm reliably informed that this is a wonderful spot for a quiet glass of wine in the afternoon. And that leads me to the sun deck, a well thought out space with a barbecue station, fridges and ice makers, a bar, a dining table under the hard top, even a helm station up here. a reminder that one of the owners is in fact a captain. I would imagine it gives him enormous satisfaction to cruise from up here. And when he's dropped the anchor, it must also be pretty satisfying to spend some time down here in the beach club. Now, colours and fabrics are, of course, a question of taste, but personally, I love this combination. It's so fresh and it blends so well with the ocean, very much like the interiors of the yacht do too. You're in the shade, but when you want to, you can stick your mocktail down on the bar, run up the steps, and dive athletically into the ocean off of this extendable swim platform here. I don't think I'll be doing it on this video though. The beach club has a sizable annex forward of it that's ideal for storage of water sports equipment. This really is a useful space. And further forward still is the engine room. 2 powerful Caterpillar engines have been well selected for long-range cruising. This is a yacht that will reach a top speed of 14 knots and can cruise economically at 8 knots, giving a range of over 5,000 nautical miles. Meanwhile, the captain benefits from a very well laid out bridge. Again, benefiting from the experience of an owner who knows what is necessary for safe navigation and smooth cruising. The captain's cabin is located just behind the bridge. Steps down lead to another area that will be most frequented by the crew. Lots of temperature controlled fridge and freezer space here. A rationale oven in addition to a galley oven and hot plate. You almost feel like you're in a restaurant kitchen here. And I can imagine that if you use the yacht to explore remote locations, all of that food storage space will be most welcome. As will the generously proportioned crew quarters. This is a very well proportioned crew mess, with some of the largest crew cabins and heads I've ever seen on a yacht of this size. But in truth, the thing that most caught my eye was this hatch. Because underneath this hatch we find a whole new area of the yacht, an engineer's tunnel giving easy access to pumps and manifolds, tanks and equipment. The tunnel connects the bow thruster compartment all the way to the engine room. In fact, this is proper super yacht construction if ever I've seen it. And after all, this is a proper super yacht, designed and built to explore the world. Her hull is built of steel, 10mm thick at its thickest point, and yet still such a beautiful and elegant looking vessel. There's an expression used in sales that in my opinion is a little bit overused. People say, she is in better than new condition. But really, how can anything be better than new? Actually, a super yacht can be better than new. Any yacht owner, any yacht captain will tell you that when you take delivery of a super yacht, it's such a complex piece of equipment, there's always some little thing that's not quite right, that needs tweaking, that needs putting right. So it takes about a year to tweak and to repair and to put right all the little imperfections of a brand new super yacht. There's an argument to say that the only way you can have a super yacht that is better than new is buying one that's 1 year old. KASIF was in fact launched last year and in my opinion is in better than new condition. So if you're in a position to take ownership of a yacht that's been forged by the combined knowledge of a very experienced captain and a highly talented architect, if you want to be able to cruise the world, even to remote locations in safety, but at the same time have a vessel that you can drop the anchor and spend a day in tranquility with your family, then I don't think there's anything on the market quite like KASIF right now. She really does represent a very unique opportunity. And if you want to get more details and arrange a visit, all you need to do is contact one of my friends and colleagues at the contact details on screen now.